Hi guys, Jason Smith here, down at Berry Golf Range and stuff, and welcome to part 3 of Apex time. So I've done the Apex Forged DCB, the Dynamite cavity back, deep cavity back, and I've also done the Apex Forged. It's time for Apex Pro. Now this one, looks wise, much more players, much more player inspired looking. It's a lovely little blade length as such. It's not overly big, but nice thin top line and nice fairly thin sole. However, don't let this little thing here deceive you. There is some, how Callaway do it, I am unaware, but they've managed to make it hollow bodied. That's small, and it's hollow bodied. So with it being hollow bodied, it does make an interesting noise. And I'm not quite sure if the older microphone will pick this up, but we'll have a go. Yep, it's a nice cracky noise. Now, it's, as I say, hollow body, so it's going to sound a little bit more explosive. It's very similar to the i500 from Ping. Quite small in size, that packs a little bit of a punch. So not only have you got hollow body design, you've got a massive tungsten energy core in there, just loads of tungsten. And it says it on the back. But how they've managed to get it in there, I'm not quite sure, because it's not the biggest head in the world to say it's hollow bodied and they've put tungsten in it. Well, it's nice, it really, really is nice. I mean, it's a nice feeling. It's just quite explosive, quite poppy, quite cracky off the face. It doesn't put me off. It's the looks of the golf club, looks lovely, but yes, not only tungsten and not only hollow bodied, but it's also got urethane microspheres to try and dampen the sound. Well, it does it. I mean, I'm not quite sure how loud it would be necessary if it didn't have them in there. Now, it's not forged or forged DCB loud, nowhere near. They are on a different planet. DCB is very loud, very, very loud. The forged is quite loud. This is louder than I was expecting, but it's confidence inspiring anyway. But it's also got one thing, AI face. So the forged DCB had the AI face, like the drivers have had for a few years now. They've brought it to the irons. So now it's even more forgiving. Now I've already done some shots with this. I've already done the data collection because I've done the video bit back to front. But it gives me an idea to sort of, without giving the game away, just how good this iron is. So you've got hollow bodied, you've got tungsten, you've got urethane microspheres, you've got AI face in that tiny head. But it's, yeah, I mean, this thing performs, it really does. From a player's looking iron, this thing performs. Right, let's go in the custom fitting studio. As I said, I've hit this already. So let's go discuss and show the performance of this from the middle, and then also when you don't quite catch it. So guys, it's now time to see how the Apex Pro got on when I hit it a bunch of times with my game ball RB Tour to see how a premium golf ball works rather than range balls outside. Hit it a load of times. Now remember, this is 1 degree stronger than the Apex MB. So this is the, say, big brother. Not very big brother because 1 degree of loft difference, but there you go. We'll go straight into the ball data and then club data and stuff like that before afterwards I let you know my thoughts and feelings when it comes to, yeah, this club. Right. On average, ball speed, 121.1 miles an hour. Remember, 33 degrees is fractionally stronger, so you're going to get a slight increase over the MB. Launching at 21.2 though, so launching just as well as that. Spinning now at 5.7, so not quite as much as the MB, but again, 1 degree less loft. But it is going 39 yards in the air and descending at 50.2. 172 yards carry at that distance. I'll have that all day long. And the last shot there, I did what I have been doing lately, is just go hit one high. Let's go see if I whack one really high in the air and trying to guarantee strike as best I can do. Obviously, the further you push it up in the air, the lower the strike can potentially become. So you've got to try and guarantee the strike. And it's gone 45 yards in the air. Yep. take that one all day long, and that's descending at 53. That is going to stop on most greens, if not every green, even in summer. The depths of summer, that will stop. Impressed. Let's go by the old clubhead data. 92.1 when it comes to clubhead speed, efficiency 1.31, fractionally more than the MB because obviously we've got 1 degree less loft. 3 degrees down, 0.1 into out, 1.1 closed, 2 degrees toe down. Remember, sort of said when it comes to these kind of things, unfortunately I'm not custom fit. These aren't custom fit for lie for me, so necessarily I'm 2 degrees up. These are standard, hence 2 degrees down. 1 mil heel, 3 mil low, which is, yeah, tiny amounts. So I hit it well. But there's a couple of shots on here that I want to make you aware of because, yeah, some interesting shots that I played with this. Obviously, the greatest thing when you come with data sets, you can do some weird and wonderfuls, and yeah, I did some weird and wonderfuls. Let's go have a look at this one first. 6 mil low, 11 mil heel. This was not nice at all. Now this thing, obviously, we know we've got tungsten in it, which will help strike to a certain point. But 6 mil low, 11 mil heel is not very nice, especially from what effectively is a fairly bladed golf club. Path was 0.0 and face was 1.3 open, so it's going to carve off to the right. When I say carve, it's going to slide off to the right very slightly. It's gone 170 yards, which is it's 2 yards off average. Well done, Callaway. But it's gone 9.4 yards offline, one because of the face was left 1 or so open, but then obviously the heel doesn't help that either. But it's still done exceptionally well. Next one, toe. I hit this one 13 mil toe, which is ½ an inch and 0 mil high, so basically bang on. It's gone 6.3 yards right, which is a little bit surprising because my face was closed by 1.4 and 0.3 into out. So if anything, I would expect that to slightly miss left, although it is hitting off the toe. Now, the tungsten in this can help to a certain extent. I'm surprised though that it's actually pushed the golf ball out that far. It's finished 6.3 yards right, which is not far offline whatsoever. It's what, 19 feet? And it's dropped carry by a good 12 yards. I might have to do some more testing on this to see how toe shots over a longer period of time work out, because this one didn't work very well. But yeah, the heel one worked a lot better than I was ever expecting. The next one, very interesting. 3 mil low, 2 mil toe. So within 3 mil and 2 mil, bang on middle. You couldn't get any better than that. 0.5 out to in and 0.8 face open. We are talking 0.0. That should be hitting target within reason. Yet for some reason that is carved off 9.6 right. Now, initially I thought, was this going to be a quad error? But this wasn't the only one that I got doing that. I got doing the same thing. I hit quite a few 0-0, and for some reason they decided to move off to the right. Now, it was 2 degrees toe down, so one could say if I was delivering 29.7 degrees of loft and it's 2 degrees toe down, could that be? Yes, but not that much. But anyway, bit of a strange one. Then the next one and the last one, which was quite strange, but again, 4 mil heel, 3 mil high, slightly high on the face, but again, slightly heely. 1.6 across, face absolutely 0, and it's finished 1.3 yards offline. Carried 171. Done exactly what I'd want it to do, and that's from a slight heel, but slight high shot as well. So from initial testing, this is very, very good. From a bladed iron, this is very, very good from heel shots. It's at the moment, it doesn't seem, and I need to do more testing on this, so this is not a definitive statement, but it doesn't seem as though this one is very good off the toe, which is interesting in itself. So let's just go quickly by, you can see by the dispersion ring. That dispersion ring is affected on the comparisons. That dispersion ring is affected, obviously, by me not saying messing about, but trying to hit the club in different spots. Now, I should discount those, but I didn't discount them in the MB one that I've just filmed as well. And the MB, the blade, done much better. I don't know what to make of this golf club. It's supposed to be effectively a slightly more helpful iron than the actual MB, but you lose a little bit of the sound. That tungsten does make the golf club sound louder. It's a lot more clippy. You've lost the pure softness of the blade. Now, does it offer any more forgiveness? I don't know. I need to do a lot more testing on it to find out. Heel shots, yes, definitely, but there's just a couple of times when it's hitting shots, especially off the toe, that it's not doing necessarily what I would expect it to do. But again, this is very sort of like preliminary findings. I need to do a lot more data collection to find out off the toe if it continues to do the same thing. But yeah, feel for me is, I think it's lost a little bit over the MB. Looks, I quite like the look of it. It looks nice and tidy down by the ball. Everything it looks very blade-like. But yeah. Anyway, hope you liked the video. If you did, click the like button below. Next to it, little red button, subscribe. If you can click that one, that would be great. Next to it, bell icon. If you click that one, that will let you know next time I upload another video. Hope you're well, and we'll see you again soon.